A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is a moment to celebrate, and I'm feeling nervous after so many years. It's been about, 10 years now running the Shared Services Forum, but nervous. At the same time, I'm honored, feeling privileged, losing words to describe what to describe. A visionary, a trendsetter, a hero, or a doyen, what to say. This is that moment which took us 20 years to invite somebody here to felicitate. It literally took us 20 years. And I am fortunate, as many of you are, and I am very privileged that I am hosting the evening today, where we'll be having that moment to celebrate. This industry, what we represent, this industry, what we all feel proud of, the industry where we are part of, the industry where we talk about all trends and all frameworks and success and joy and transformation, it would have not been there if few leaders would have failed. And believe me, you would have not been here running a shared services forum. Might be something else. With this, I request few of senior leaders to join me on the stage. I would request Mr. V.V. Ranganathan. He is one of the mentors to the Shared Services Forum for last 10 years. He is the jury chair for Excellence Awards and recognition for the Shared Services Forums. As Sunil was talking about, we have been part of research, events, knowledge sharing, excellence awards and recognition to the pioneering leaders, to the companies, are something which is another focus area for Shared Services Forum for last so many years. So I request Mr. Ranganathan, please join me on the stage, please. I also take the opportunity to invite Mr. Ram S. Ramasundar. Ram is the known industry leader for, in fact, just a while back, the couple of people who are now relatively global senior leaders, and they were talking about 25 years back. Ram, you interviewed them. So it is a great moment to have you here, Ram. And you are one of the members of jury panel, requesting you to please come on the stage, Ram. I request Ravi Ramakrishnan, the founder and CEO of RvaluE Group and mentor for many of us, including myself, to join me on the stage, please. And request you, Ravi, to read a profile of that pioneering leader. Ravi, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rakesh. I think Rakesh described this evening as one of the momentous evening. As I kind of share, with what Ranga and Ram being here, I'm here to share about a leader who created history, who brought India to the center of the globe, about a warm person who inspired a great team of leaders to venture into a new business, and about a great human being who did not just build a center. We used to call it as Financial Resource Center then, but built emotional bonds with the people to become very much part of his family, of a large extended family. Just a couple of days back, we celebrated the 25-year Silver Jubilee celebrations with many of the leaders around here from American Express, and of course in many walks of life today, not just in American Express. He is Mr. Harry Robertson. I don't think I need to announce. Harry, for all of us, who we are honored to have with us today. As Rakesh said, I think I met Harry about 8 years back. Actually, my wife Jayeshi and I were together to meet Goretti and Harry and request him to come to India, because we just started Shared Services Forum at that time. And we felt the right person. Actually, Ranga was the jury chair, and he said, Ravi, when are you going to get Harry? He is the person to be here, I think I tried to talk with him, but I think today is a moment of importance for us. As the theme for the evening goes, Harry crossed the Rubicon and came out as a pioneer. And we salute him for what he has done. He was a warrior against a headwind and became a great winner of all times. In a way, for us, today is and will remain a memory of a lifetime. Harry, nice to be here. Thank you so much. Let me say that for Harry, personally, the early 90s must have been an interesting time. I'm sure Goretti also shares that. To fight relentlessly against skepticism, we just kind of liberalized at that time, as you know. It's just the first kind of opportunity. Harry had the opportunity, and he will talk more about his experiences. I'm just seeing as it unfolded. To lead an organization with a mandate like no other before it. To work under the gimlet eyes of world leadership. To make personal choices. To live in a hitherto unknown location, along with his wife Goretti. And two rapidly growing small kids then, now wonderful boys, Kyle and Seamus. I hope they arrived. They've just gone to the Agra today morning. So I hope they will join us sometime later today evening. It's a privilege to read out his personal profile as we progress this evening to felicitate him with the blessings of the jury. We are standing here. So let me quickly run through. Harry Robertson qualified as a chartered accountant from prestigious public accounting firm in the City of London during the mid-70s. After pursuing the early part of his career with the audit firm, he was selected by American Express in 1979 for their corporate audit department. He served there in various positions that involved, amongst other things, close to about 1,000 international flights for business. I'm sure he will talk more about it. His work required him to travel extensively and experience a vast diversity of various cultures in the world over. He became a true global leader, comfortable with dealing with multiple and unique environments and multiple cultures. An inflection in Harry's career came in 1993, so practically it is 26 years back, although the center was set up 25 years back, when he was picked to lead the setting up of the first ever global finance transformation center for American Express in New Delhi. As I told you, it was then the Financial Resource Center. He took upon the challenge and got a team in place that started from a small project office, created an offshore center at Mathura Road, very much in New Delhi. We used to call it as next to Haldiram, because Haldiram was more famous than our center at that point in time. And Sanjay used to say, that's a landmark. We didn't have any other landmark. Creating a world-class facility in a record time, migrated 300 positions from more than 13 divergent countries of the Japan, Asia, Pacific region. This was set up initially for Japan, Asia, Pacific, including specialists in languages such as Japanese, Mandarin, and several others. And I'm talking about 25 years back. Even today, I know people talking to me and say, can I do Japanese in India? Can I do Spanish in India? People talk to us today as part of the new world as I'm part of. The transformation caused major disruptions within the JAP region, which were proficiently tackled by hiring, training, and finally seamlessly migrating these well-settled jobs out of their comfort zones into a relatively new location at Delhi. Despite pressures, the team continued writing and rewriting the engagement and deployment rule book along the way. There was no rule book. It was just created. And as I said, writing and rewriting, that's what Harry and the team did. And I'm happy to be part of that team at that point in time. And we have Sanjay Gupta very much part of the team, and Deepak, Bhumesh, few of the leaders who were there right at the beginning, and of course Pradeep came on as we kind of moved on to the global arena. The first by any global corporate at this scale, Schoon FRC became a global shared service center for American Express and started servicing diverse geographies and languages. So we used to serve 8 languages. By the turn of the millennium, it had crossed 1,000 headcount mark, became a true multi-time zone operating center, laid the seeds of a larger game plan from American Express from 2000 onward, to the extent that today, India is the second largest country for American Express after US. At the time Harry moved to London, he had ensured a strong leadership team to build on the great beginning, to grow from success to success. Little wonder, therefore, that when Harry decided to retire from the company in 2001, the New Delhi Center set up by him was named the Harry Robertson Center of Excellence, and Sanjay was very much present there. With his excellent communication skills, liberally sprinkled with his inimitable sense of humor, and I'm sure you will witness it very shortly, Harry has found plenty to do in this retirement, from languages teaching to running an internet bookselling business to editing a monthly newspaper and so on. Harry keeps his personal life very busy, rich and full. To just summarize, Harry not only created the first ever global shared services in India, bringing impactful transformation, but also he laid the foundation of an entire new industry, as many of us spoke, Sunil and Rakesh. An industry worth about 25 billion, it could be 40 billion if we include offshore, outsourcing, 25 billion from global in-house centers, employing 1 million plus employees, and indirect employees another 2-3 million, so close to about 3-4 million employees today, and making India the global hub for offshore services. So it's a privilege to read out this profile, and Harry is very much with us. Now I request Mr. Ranganathan.
Can I have the citations, please?
Good evening, and Harry, a special welcome to you. It's quite a privilege to be here. And personally speaking, in fact, I've seen you after a very long time after we met in Brighton. And in fact, it's a bit nostalgic when I go back to the years in 95, 96, in those days at FRCs. I was not part of FRC. I was the auditor of FRC. I was with Ernst & Young. I was a partner there. And then, it used to be quite, I would say, a race within my team to be part of the FRC team, to come to FRC and then work in that very charged atmosphere. And personally speaking, in fact, it has been, it's one of my best years in the professional career, having spent a long time with FRC before we transitioned out and then gave it to PwC. Of course, then Sanjay was there, and then I had great interactions with Sanjay. And Sanjay moved out to New York. I think I went and saw you in New York as well. So, Harry, in fact, I have been telling as the jury chair for the Shared Services Forum, I've been saying that why are you not able to get Harry here? And then, we were supposed to get you last year, but it looks like Providence has now brought you here. Very, very happy. I am happy to read out this citation, and there is a small token being given to you as our love and affection for a fine human being. The Shared Services Excellence Awards and Recognition, Pioneering Transformation Leader in Global Shared Services, Mr. Harry Robertson, for leading the first ever global shared services mission in India and bringing impactful transformation through people, process, and technology, delivering everlasting value to business, industry, and society. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to Harry Robertson. Harry, we request you to come on stage.
It's wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. What a surprise. Just tell it.